Hi everyone, myself Viharika. I am working as Assistant Professor, Department of Information Technology from MLR Institute of Technology, Hyderabad. In this lecture, I am going to discuss what is time boxing model as well as Agile Manifesto. These two topics today I am going to discuss. Let us discuss what is time boxing model. Time boxing model is a time management technique that involves setting a specific predetermined time frame for a task or activity. Here, this boxing involves the time management technique as well as it is very specific and predetermined time frame for the task or activity and the committing to a completing within the defined period. For example, we are going to deal one project. Okay, that project is going to deal within the 2 weeks. Okay, this time boxing model is going to complete this task within the time of the 2 weeks. That is the time box technique. It is a structured approach to managing time that helps individuals stay focused and it increase productivity and improve the overall efficiency. Here below are the steps how we are going to discuss the time boxing model. First one is it set a clear time limit. That is the major point that includes in the time boxing model. That is, it sets a clear time limit and it allocate resources and it work intensively and it complete or pause. These are the 4 steps that involves in the time boxing model. Let us discuss what is set. It set a clear time limit. It identify the task or activity you want to work on which you are doing the project. Okay, it identify the first what is the project objectives. Next, it determine the realistic and achievable time frame for completing that task. For example, that project is going to hand over to the customer within the 2 weeks. First, it define the objectives, then it achieve the time whatever the completing task is there within the 2 weeks only it is going to complete. That is clear time limit. Next, let us discuss what is allocate resources. It ensures you have all the necessary resources and information before starting the time box section. It eliminates potential distractions to maximize concentration and during the allocated time. Whatever the time we are having, it start all the process. First, it gathers the product and it completes the task by giving the code and it delivers to the customer within the time of 2 weeks. Next, work intensively. It during the time box period, work on the task with focused attention and dedication. It avoid multitasking and concentrate only on the designated activity. For example, one project, if we are dealing with the only one project, it focus only particular project. It does not go for the multiple task. That is the another way to describe the time box model. And next, let us discuss what is complete or pause. At the end of the time box, it evaluate your progress if the task is completed or not. If the given time is completed, whether it was reached to the customer or not. It checks the entire process in the progress, and if not, it assesses whether it requires additional time or if it can be paused or resumed later. It may ask for the customer to wait for more 1 week to complete the product. It may give the best product in the time boxing model. Now let us discuss what is time boxing at the team level. Time boxing at the team level is a transformative strategy. It is amplified by dedicating the initial 3 hours of each day solely to the project development. This agreement spans across front-end, back-end, and DevOps and database teams, fostering an environment free from the distractions or interruptions. This agreement deals with the front-end process, back-end process, and DevOps teams, as well as the database team, forecasting, and environment free. These all include in the agreement spans. And the disciplined focus enables each team member to work in a state of flow, resulting in high quality outcomes across all project aspects. Time boxing extends beyond development to meetings where individual preparation is time boxed, leading to more concept and productive sections. Time boxing is nothing but it is a collaborative effort that enhances the teamwork, discipline, and overall project efficiency. This is what we have discussed about time boxing at team level, how it works in the team level. The main agreement focus on the front end, back end, DevOps, and the database team. This is how we focus on the team level. Next, let us discuss the advantages what we include in the time boxing model. First advantage in the time boxing method is quality outcomes, time saving, and increased productivity. These are the increased productivity and happier team members and better risk management and flexibility. These are the advantages we are going to deal with the time boxing model. Now let us discuss how the quality outcomes may work with the time boxing model. Time boxing creates an environment conducive to focused and uninterrupted work, enabling individuals as well as the teams to achieve higher quality outcomes. First of all, this time boxing may create an environment to work with the higher quality outcomes. The end of the day, the project may have to get the success. This outcomes has to satisfied by the customer. This is our aim in the time boxing model. Next, the sustained concentration fostered by time boxing model allows individual to enter a state flow where creativity and productivity are maximized. Let us discuss what is time saving. By dedicating a specific time blocks to tasks for individual tasks, for preparing the documentation, for writing the code, for developing the teamwork, and for giving the taking the review from the customer, everything we are going to take the individual format, that we call it as time saving. This entire process we include in the time saving method. Okay, by dedicating specific time blocks to tasks, time boxing prevents that scattering of efforts throughout the day. For instance, allocating a focused 2 hours time box to work on the front end allows individual to complete the task efficiently. This time saving can be utilized for the other projects or tasks. This continuous process may also supports for the next project also. It may also gives the better results for the next process also. That's the reason we have included the time saving method. It increases overall the productivity. Next, let us discuss what is increased productivity. It establishing a clear boundaries through time boxing minimize procrastinating and encourage proactive work habits. The structured approaches to time management helps individual prioritize tasks, leading to increased productivity. The urgency created by time boxing often results in faster task completion. For example, we are increasing some products, like we are updated from iPhone 15 to iPhone 16 version. This is one product. Okay, increasing of the productivity of iPhone 16, and we are also adding some features to that iPhone 16 that gives the faster task completion also. It increase the productivity rate also. That's include in the increased productivity. That is the best example for increasing productivity. Now let us discuss what is happier team members. Time boxing promotes a positive work environment by allowing individuals to give their best during the dedicated work periods. Just now we have discussed, for documentation purpose, one team is allocated. For coding purpose, one team is allocated. By segregating all the teams for one purpose, it gives the positive environment for the happier customer also. It also gives the happier for the team members as well as the customer satisfaction. And the sense of accomplishment and fulfillment derived from focused quality work contributes to higher job satisfaction. Additionally, as time boxing reduces the need for constant micromanagement, as well as the team members experience a great sense of autonomy, and trust within the team. All have collaboratively working together, it becomes the trust in the team. Okay, now let us discuss what is better risk management and flexibility. Happy and focused team coupled with effective time management create a foundation for the better risk management. When teams are organized and disciplined in their approach, they are better equipped to handle unexpected challenges or changes. Time boxing allows for flexibility as it ensures that there are dedicated periods for addressing unforeseen issues without compromising overall the project timelines. These are the advantages we have discussed about time boxing models. This is the architecture of time boxing model. In time boxing 1, that is first method, we are going to analyze, implementation and deploy. In time boxing 2, we are going to analyze the first step of the implementation, and implementation 1, deploy for the customer. If the customer has given any reviews, it again goes for the time boxing 3 method, that is analyze, implementation, deploy to. Finally, it gives the best result to the customers. This is the architecture of time boxing model. Now let us discuss the real-time example for time boxing model. Code sprint in Agile. Let us take the scenario for this code sprint in Agile. A team is working in a 2-week sprint to deliver a new feature, as we have discussed just now. For iPhone 15, there are some features. We want to upgrade with the iPhone 16. We have to add the new features. Then only the customer may satisfy with the older version and new version. That's why the team is working in a 2-week sprint to deliver the new feature. Time box applied. What are the applications we are using here is sprint duration is fixed at 2 weeks, and planning, development, testing and review must happen within this window. We have to complete this new feature update by developing, testing and review. Everything should be happened within the time period, that is 2 weeks. Okay, the outcomes, what we are expecting here, whether or not all tasks are completed, the sprints end on time, and incomplete tasks are moved to the next sprint or not. It promotes predictable delivery cycles and better planning. Okay, these are the real-time example for time boxing model. Now let us discuss what is Agile Manifesto. This Agile Manifesto was created in the year of 2001 by 17 software developers at the Snowboard Resort at Ut. Outlines a set of code values and principles aimed at improving software development. What we have improved, for what purpose we have introduced this Agile Manifesto? To improve the software development, we have introduced this Agile Manifesto in the year of 2001 by 17 developers. This is the discussion about Agile Manifesto. The Agile Manifesto is a set of foundation principles for Agile software development. They emphasize flexibility, collaboration and customer satisfaction also. It outlines how many core values? It outlines 4 core values as well as the 12 principles were guided under Agile practice. Here there are 4 core values and 12 principles in this Agile Manifesto. Now let us discuss what are the 4 core values that involved in this Agile Manifesto. These are the 4 core values, that is individual and interactions over processes and tool. This is the one core value. And working software over comprehensive documentation, customer collaboration over contract negotiation, responding to change over following a plan. This is the core value, 4 core values that follows the Agile Manifesto. Now let us discuss individually about these topics. 4 core values that tackle the Agile Manifesto are individuals and interactions over process and tools. Here, it focuses on the importance of effective and communication and collaboration among the team members, how they have interacted. First they have it focus on the all the team members, they are working with the documentation or perfectly or not, they are doing the coding process or perfectly or not, they are giving the reviews to the customer or not, they are collecting the documentation entire process or not, they are going to check in the individual and interaction over process and tool. Next, working software over comprehensive document. It prioritizes the delivery of functional software as the primary measure of progress. Customer collaboration over contract negotiation is, it encourages customers and stakeholders to have active involvement throughout the development process. It also encourages customers also whether the product is very working properly or not. Every development it shows to the customer, it takes the review from the customer also. And responding to change over the plan, following plan on changing the requirements, embracing flexibility and ability to adapt even late in the development process. This is the 4 core values of Agile Manifesto. Now let us discuss 12. What are the 12 principles we are going to discuss in this Agile Manifesto? These are the 12 principles that we are going to discuss in this Agile Manifesto. Is first one is customer satisfaction and changing requirement and frequent delivery, communicating regularly and face-to-face communication, measure work progress and development process, good design, measure progress, support team members, continuous seeking result, and final manifesto 12th one is reflect and adjust regularly. You can observe here whether the product it was delivered to the customer, whether the customer has satisfied with the product or not. We are going to check with the rule number 1. And second rule number, if the customer is not satisfied with the product, then we are going to change the as per his requirement, his or her requirement. And next, that product we are going to give the updates by using frequent delivery, and we are also going to communicate with the customer regularly. Communicating regularly, face to face communication also happen with the customer by showing all the products, explaining all the products neatly. And measure work progress, how much till now, how much work it is completed. All this we are going to discuss in this measure work progress. And development process, everything. These are the 12 rules of Agile Manifesto. Now let us discuss what is customer satisfaction. Customer satisfaction through early and continuous delivery. This principle concentrates on the importance of customer satisfaction by providing information to customers early on time and also with the consistency throughout the development process. As we have discussed, this principle only works whether the customer has satisfied with the product or not. It takes the review from the customer. Now let us discuss what is welcoming changing requirements even late in the development. If any changes required for the customer, it also allows the changes in this process. Agile process tackle change for the customer competitive advantage. Even late development changes in requirements are also welcome to ensure the delivery. Software meets the evolving requirements for the customer. And now let us discuss what is the third rule. Deliver working software frequently. This principle encourages the regular release of functional software increments in short iteration. This enables faster feedback and adaptation of changing requirements. According to the whatever the team has done one product, it also submit to the customer. Based upon the customer review only, we are again feedback only, we are going to change the requirements. That will happen in the delivery working software frequently. Now let us discuss what is collaboration between business stakeholders and developers. This says the business people and developers must work together daily throughout the project. There should be communication and collaboration between stakeholders and the development team regularly. This is the crucial for understanding and prioritizing requirement effectively. For example, development team is working with one product. Okay, customer has to involve with the development team because then only the product what we are expecting, the what the customer is expecting, it gives the accurate result, same result whatever they expect. That we are going to include in the collaboration between business stakeholders as well as the developers. Now let us discuss what is build projects around motivated individuals. This promotes in giving developers and environments and they support the need and trust them to complete the job successfully. It motivate and empowered individuals are more likely to produce work with quality and make valuable contribution to the project. This is the main point to develop the project in a accurate, good manner. It builds the project around motivated individuals. And face-to-face communication is also required in this. In this principle, face-to-face communication is the most effective method of discussion and conveying the information. For example, the developers were created one product that has to explain to the customer. Then only the customer is going to satisfy whatever the product they are expecting. This principle depicts the importance of direct interaction with the help of minimize misunderstandings, and hence effective communication is achieved. It also improves the misunderstanding between the developers as well as the customers. It decreases the misunderstanding between the customer as well as the developers. That's the reason we have introduced face-to-face communication to improve the product quality. And next we are going to discuss what is working software is the primary measure of progress. This principle emphasizes delivering functional and working software as the primary metric for project advancement. It encourages team to prioritize the continuous delivery of valuable features, so it ensures that good progress is consistently achieved throughout the process. The primary goal is to provide customer with the incremental value and also gather feedback early in the project life cycle. We have to gather the feedback from the customer, then only we are going to produce a good progress to the customer. Next next level is maintain a sustainable pace of work. Agile promotes sustainable development. All people involved in this, the sponsor, what are the people here going to involve is, here the sponsors were involving in this method, and developers and users should be able to maintain a constant pace indefinitely. This principle depicts the need for a sustainable as well as a consistent development pace. This helps in avoiding burnout and ensure long-term project success. By involving all the developers and users, sponsors, everyone in this method, then only the project may success for the long term. Next, we are going to discuss what is continuous attention to technical excellence and good design. This principle is on the importance of maintaining high standards of technical craft and design, so it ensures the long-term ability in maintaining as well as the adaptability of the software. Now let us discuss what is simplicity, the art of maximizing the amount of work not done. Simplicity is essential. The objective here is we are going to concentrate on the most valuable features like tasks, and it avoids the unnecessary complexity as the art of maximizing the amount of work not done in crucially. Now next level is self-organizing team. Here we are going to self-organized team provides the best architecture requirement as well as the design. This helps in empowering teams to make decisions as well as it organized to optimize efficiency and creativity. Now let us discuss the last level is regular reflection on team effectiveness. This makes the team reflect on how to become more effective at regular intervals and then adjust accordingly. Continuous improvement is very crucial for adapting to changing circumstances and optimizing the team performance over the team. For example, the development team is not working well. Next, collaboration between the development team and the coding team should be work perfectly. Then only this development team is going to perform over all the time of the project success. These are the 12 levels of Agile Manifesto. Now, why this Agile Manifesto is important? Now, let us discuss why this Agile Manifesto is important. It is revolutionized software development that focused on a more flexible and adaptive approach rather than a rigid approach. It enhances a team collaboration where individuals can interact openly and freely. Also, Agile focus on the collaborative work environment where team members can share their ideas openly, communicate with each other, and work efficiently. It helps in increasing customer satisfaction. Customer also involved in the process, which ensures the product aligns with their needs and expectations, leading to higher satisfaction and a better end productive. It promotes the flexibility and adaptability. Agile allows for responding to change, means allows team to adapt to evolving requirements and market dynamics, and it reduces the risk for the project failures. It shows only the success rate for the project only. It reduces the risk in the project failure. It accelerates delivery by focusing on working software. Agile encourages iterative development and frequent release, enabling faster delivery of valuable features to customers. This is why we require Agile Manifesto. How to use Agile Manifesto. Now let us discuss how to use Agile Manifesto. Now, it is implementing an Agile Manifesto is not about only adopting the principle. It is also known about how an organizing shift is its culture from the rigid to more flexible approach. Here are some methods how to use the Agile Manifesto. It focuses on Agile core values. What are the core values? First, we have discussed the Agile core values. That are the 4 types of core values. It focuses on the more 4 core values of the Agile method. First, by encouraging your team, they are internalize and prioritize the 4 core values in your daily work. Adopt Agile frameworks. Implement Agile frameworks like Scrum, Kanban, and Extreme Programming that align with your team's need and project requirements. This is also important to adopt the Agile framework. First, what we require, it has to deal with the 4 core values. Next, we are going to implement the Agile frameworks. Next, faster open communication and encourage regular communication among team members and stakeholders freely, allowing them to share their ideas by creating an environment where the team members feel comfortable. Whatever the requirements we require from the customer side, we are going to collect and give for the team members. Then only the project may get the success rate definitely. Next, we are going to discuss what is iterative and improve. According to change in response, continuous and access your process, and as per the feedback from the user, make changes and adjustment. Agile is about continuous improvement and learning. For example, we are collecting the feedback from the customer side. We are collecting all the feedback from the customer side, and this Agile process is nothing but continuous development and continuous deployment. Here it includes the continuous development. We are collecting the feedback from the customers, and we are again redesign the product, and we are developing that product in a good way. This Agile process includes the continuous development as well as the continuous deployment. Now let us discuss what is engage with customer. Maintain the ongoing collaboration with customers to gather feedback and ensure the product is aligns with their needs. This is how to use the Agile Manifesto. Here till now we have discussed what is Agile Manifesto and what is time boxing model. Thank you.